Welcome, Call of Duty fans and Wayne State esports fans alike. We are into this one, Wayne State College versus ECPI. I believe this is the semifinals of the playoffs brackets getting started here any second now, as I prepare to spectate every single player in this lobby, and I forgot what the keybinds are. We're about to figure it out. It'll be okay though. We're gonna definition of insanity this, and I am insane for some Call of Duty. Let's get right into it. 10 seconds. We'll hop right into Hacienda for map number 1. Let's get this going. Nice start. No gunfights quite yet, but it appears that Big Mike looking to take this long open to close his child. Gunfights ring out all over the place. Mike able to take one and win. Shot inside, able to pick up the kill. Squirt just soaking time, trying to grab as much as he can. Try and play the spawn side of things, prevent the rotates from happening. Squirt spawns out, nade up and over. In across everyone from Wayne State except for Squirt here on the open side, or on the closed side, excuse me. Squirt on the open side trying to make something happen right time. Does just that. 4 sneaking through will be Blitz. Blitz now in the spawn, playing for spawns beautifully. The ARs of Wayne State College doing miracles right now. He's going to check his left. COD timing gets the better of him, I believe. Might catch one. Does. Grabs the kill and rotating to time. Finds one on time as well. Nade is caught in the back, but the person behind sucks and miss everything. Nade comes out, falling off the head glitch. Now, Vexper on the rotate, trying to come back through, helping one time. Grabs one. Side door, checking. 3 fires come through, and that will be Vexper falling. And last one, Blitz on time, grabbing a little bit of this mixy time now, as Squirt is going to get active in towards this mid objective. Time will do so and win it. Squirt watching side door now. Anyone trying to come through this main line, you'll see him, and he picks one up. That's going to be Beam of ECPI falling early, and it will be Vexper and Big Mike on the rotate now. Just Blitz alone forth to hold as much of this scrap time as he can. 12 seconds remaining. That's going to be 12 seconds going to the side of ECPI, and Big Mike playing on the rotate. COD timing once again not working out very well for Wayne State. Nobody checks top. Vexper going to try and clean up if he can. A clean 3 down will be Wayne State College. Able to grab a little bit of time, and I believe the spawns as well. Yes, they want these back 10 spawns, excuse me. So we're going to try and make a play here. Flat. Squirt grabbing a couple shots on target. Nothing quite enough to get a pick, though. Still with an SMG, and Vexper able to clean up the spawner. This will be Blitz looking front time, trying to clean up any do just that. Oh my headshots. Oh my, tracking through the wall. Get that guy. Cronin's just kidding. He doesn't need it. Spawns flip now. Wayne State looking to pinch everyone out as they rotate. Just that. That would be one free. For the second, Squirt finds it. Beautiful 2-piece from him. And now we go next. P4. Rotators grabs both. Insane gunny from him. Grabs both players in ECPI Varsity there. Full stun is Squirt, just trying to play time, taking as much of it as he can. Squirt, of course, doesn't complain about playing this time, but you know, it's kind of fun when all the kills come to you. And it looks like all the kills are going to walk right into Mike's crosshair. Grabs a couple tags, unable to get a kill though. Soak onto the time as much as he can. Now last drive from State College, able to grab one before falling, and it'll be Vexper trying to hold as much map space as he can. And Squirt, Big Mike trying to play these long AR angles, trying to clear anyone out that they can. 2 players in. Mike able to grab one, damage to a second. Blitz comes through with a cruise missile, grabs the guy to secure that guy. Squirt able to get a couple tags in, but no real damage. Big Mike is going to try and get active towards the middle of the map. Unfortunately, Blitz 3 bullets into 1. Squirt, Vexper trying to play the time now. Fortunately, both fall. ECPI now, full control of the time. As we go back to P1, the second round of hardpoints. Dark clear, Beam's gonna try and get nice and active. We'll find Vexper, gets a tag, but now Big Mike grabs the Beams, and that'll be another player falling on at the time. some times as well. Beautiful gunny from there. Ronnie unable to pick up the kill with an SMG from that range. Vexpert now picking up AR. Of course, being an AR, he is perfectly comfortable with this weapon in his hands. The swap to the sub so far benefiting the side of Wayne State College as far as I'm concerned. Blitz looking for anyone to challenge now, and one will. Oh, beautiful tracking there. Beautiful pre-fire from him. Not a chance if you are lucky. Vexpert now playing for the spawns, and it would be just Blitz trying to pick up the scrap time. Mike and Vexpert are able to try and find anyone on the rotate. Scorch waiting for one, does exactly that. Towards this middle area, finds one, 2, 3 there. Vexpert unable to get any kills, but Blitz, excuse me, or Mike, excuse me. Goodness, just go through all of them real fast. Cypher is dead. Mike on time, 10 HP. Grabs one, makes a second gunfight. Gets a headshot, that's going to be damage, but no kills. Squirt trying to keep active, unable to do so. Spawns flip, 40 seconds remaining on time. You know, it's so far, Waste's done a really good job of controlling the map, but it doesn't feel like they're getting many points. Maybe ECPI is doing an exceptional job of keeping Mixie, or what's going on. 3 down for Wayne State. Will leave just Blitz alone by the rock, trying to play towards this. Next position is Wayne State. Vexpert looking for anyone rotators as he finds one, tries to rotate off, unable to do so. Big Mike with the AR looking outer well, see if he can't find one. Finds the gunfight, unable to find the kill. Both players tagged, scrambling for their lives. No kills yet. Full regens come through on both sides. Vexpert now looking for the last player of ECPI. Will find it. That's going to be new time in favor of Wayne State College. 2 spawn back, though, as Blitz. Oh, he's ready to check. Sees one. Unable to get the picks, though, and a full collapse comes through. Wayne State falls from every single side. For whatever reason, I cannot spectate. Squirt to the side. Brown, bottom dark here, gets picked off immediately. That's going to be numbers advantage. Squirt able to get some tags through. Will not find the kill. Blitz able to find the gunfight eventually. Now looking for spawners. We'll see 1, 2 coming out. Oh, Blitz, that was disgusting. Beautiful hipfire. Great centering. Vexpert able to pick up another kill as well. 145, 136 is your current score line after almost 2 full sets of hard points. And so now we go to do the final set of the Hacienda hardpoint. Blitz on a bit of a able to grab a freebie, rotates towards time. Vexpert playing his life towards top open, sees Lucky, maybe doesn't see Lucky. It would appear he doesn't see Lucky. Lucky unanswered. Now number 7, the side of very well played as 3 players stack up, checking this front doorway. Brown on the flank, able to pick up Squirt, looking for any spawners, doesn't see any. He's going to rotate back towards mid. Blitz seeing him, finds one. That's going to be the pick there. Number 2, Vexpert here in towards the hardpoint. Looking for a gunfight, won't find it. Squirt trying to get active. Blitz will be getting active and finds 2 on the rotate. Vexpert and Squirt alone on the hardpoint. Come out. No. Big Mike and Vexpert now alone on the time. Blitz gets 1. Vexpert falls. Big Mike trying to rotate in towards this new time. Lots of open areas, long sight lines to control. Big Mike will grab 1 kill. Vexpert trying to find the tags and a beautiful headshot there to finish off that kill. He will try and hide. Unfortunately, not able to do so. Regen. Blitz trying, though, this. Grab 1 kill. Unfortunately picked off there quickly after. Big Mike trying to get active, find this guy on time, and he cannot do it. No matter how hard his life depends on it, but he can find a kill. Grabs a kill, and that's going to be a rotate off of him. Finds 1, beautiful flank from him. A couple bullets left, he's going to try and find the 3rd, unable to do so. Vexpert takes the same angle, finds the tag. Big Mike with the cleanup there. That would be 4 dead from the side of ECPI and Wayne State College. Good 30 seconds of time on P1 here. Squirt getting active, nice and active if I must say, getting really here. Lucky traded out. That will be the next hard point in control of Wayne State College, but not necessarily spawns. Squirt able to keep the hard point, unable to kind of grab the kills. Blitz will be there. Able to grab another as well. Will kill eventually walks into his crosshairs. Number 2, Big Mike still just holding the time. Watch this number 8, Beams, trying to catch someone on the rotate through on the flank. Grabs one on the flank here. Not looking. Big Mike support as well. All 3 fall. A beautiful flank from Beams will result in a break for ECPI. Beautiful play there as well, knowing that rock head glitch is just oh so strong. Finding the timing, running in through mid, unable to do much here is Wayne State College trying to find any semblance of time that they can. Instead, they're going to elect to chalk it. 200 to 220 will be your scoreline going into what very well could be the final hard point of this series. Big Mike unable to find the kill. Frowns and Beams both get theirs, which means 2v4 now on the side of ECPI. Vexper able to get one, no trade coming through. Blitz able to grab one as well. In a second, a beautiful shot. Absolutely rips the next one. Vexper active, Big Mike as well. Squirt just trying to contest the time, prevent ECPI from getting any closer to the lead. Squirt gonna take the gunfight, grabs one. Blitz on the outside will grab this as well. Top flat, presence known. Now, Ronnie trying to get active, gets picked immediately. Frowny getting into the time, trying to contest. 27 seconds left. They can't win it here. They got to go new. But nobody decides to go new. Wayne State just going to keep hitting old here, trying to keep the pressure on old time. If they can go old and grab this old time and go to grab as much time as they can there. Wayne State set up very, very well for new, as 2 players currently sitting on the hard point, and Big Mike and Vexper looking for the rotators. We'll see one, unfortunately, not able to grab it. It will be Vexper, though, on time, able to grab the time as soon as the hill pops. Blitz and Squirt able to grab 2 apiece. Blitz looking for the spawners, getting nice and active. One, able to grab him, unable to grab the second, though. Vexper playing on time as Big Mike falls. Ball comes down to him, unable to find the kills there. 30 seconds for ECPI takes this one. 11 seconds for Wayne State. Remember, we're playing to 250 here. Vexper trying to get nice and active. Unable to contest the time. Blitz gets one. Vexper takes the gunfight. Unable to get a kill. Big Mike grabs one. Team K is his teammate, and that's going to be time control for ECPI. Now Wayne State, fully frontal hit from them, and everyone's got to run knives out if they can. Gunfight, one by Blitz, second one by Squirt. Squirt taking the cow. Big Mike on the flank, grabs one, unable to get another. Vexper on the flank, spawning out, 1 second remaining. He has to stay on, jumps off with 1 second left. Wayne State's got to play on this one the whole time if they can. Contest it again, 1 second remaining, 241, 249. Oh, everyone's coming dark. Get ready, Vexper. You're going to have everyone in your crosshairs right here. 1, 2, 3 falls for ECPI. Vexper there with the fall. 250, 249 clutch. Wayne State College takes map 1. Could not get any better than that. Holy, ladies and gentlemen, I need a breather. Maybe go get a Mountain Dew or something, because holy Blitz. 3 and 27. Ew. Almost 6,000 damage here. Absolutely rolling in this one. I'd like to make a big point to Big Mike and Squirt. Big Mike, 2 minutes, 26 seconds on time. Big Mike, of course, playing that slow AR roll means he's going to usually be playing for spawns. 2 minutes and 26 seconds for your guy who's supposed to be playing for spawns? That's crazy work. That means that Wayne State's picking up a lot of that scrap time. There were only 2 or 3 instances where one team really held a money hill. Usually when you see that like P2, B4 area, teams are able to grab that super consistently and able to, I don't really know how else to phrase it, able to like hold money hills where they're called money hills for a reason. It's because you want to try and keep them for as long as you can. We will be right back going into map number 2, S&D. quick info dump from your caster real fast. Actually, I should probably turn this down just a tiny bit. Yeah, that's nice. Maybe a little louder. Yeah. We're going to hope that that's good enough. Wayne State College wanted me to let you know that heading into map number 2, it will be Rewind. And then we're going back to Hacienda for control. The next hard point is Skyline. Map 5 is going to be Hacienda again. So, lots of that giant lion statue if that's what you like. And if that's not what you like, then we're going to Rewind. If I can transition, please. Please. Thank you. I love this game. Yeah, Wayne State College forcing themselves to lock in a little bit there after that last one. That last one was a little bit crazy. Wayne State, Vexper, actually, making the calm, saying, we cannot think about that last game. That last game, it happened. Yes, deal with it. That's it. Unfortunately, there's nothing else that can be done as Blitz and Squirt are isolated off. Excuse me, Vexper and Squirt are isolated off from the rest of the world and get pinched. Bit of a risky play there from Wayne State College, starting off this round number 1 of the S&D here on Rewind, where everything matters oh so much. Every single round is oh so influential. And every single kill is oh so influential, as Big Mike is trying to find a gunfight there, unable to do so. Instead gets shot in the side. And because Call of Duty is amazing, we've just got to sit here and wait until the timer expires, because the game, for whatever reason, does not realize that there aren't 2 players from the side of Alpha still alive. Or the side of Wayne State College, I guess. So now we've just got to chillax. While we're chilling, what a map number 1. Holy. Game of the year, I think, in my opinion. Game of the year. That's going on Twitter. I can guarantee it. Blitz is going to put it there later tonight. I almost guarantee it. If I had Twitter still, I'd put it there. Or X, whatever it's called. Follow Wayne State College on Twitter if you want even more esports updates. Well, I guess they used to do esports updates and stuff. I don't know if they still do. Vexper, we're going to try and get active here. Find anything. Big Mike is going to find a gunfight, but it will force one to just drop off. Vexper with a kind of nasty angle there. I really like that. What's going to try and gunfight? Squirt out here as well, trying to help. Oh my goodness. Blitz clearly playing enough Black Ops 7 that Black Ops 6 is, you know, still not mattering too much of him. Gets the info. Going to just hold his angle here. Just keep his nerve nice and calm. Yeah. Keep it slow. Wayne State doing a fantastic job of not getting too aggressive. They're playing patient. Excellent work from them. Squirt, I kind of like this angle. Very off angle, very aggressive angle, it would seem. As Vector's going to fight. Sees one top elephant. Unable to get a kill, though. The gunfights come through and happen. Squirt able to find one. Stun comes out. Gets one. That would be Big Mike now trying to take a gunfight. Finds it. Takes down Lucky. Last player, ECPI going to be swinging out 2v2 now, as it is V or Chase V. Well, I guess Chase and Big Mike versus 2v1 situation now. Squirt just going to try and get out with his life. Will do so. Chase, this is what you've been working on for so long, buddy. You've played this 1,000 times. Sees him. Info there. Checking. He's got to make a play here. Squirt has to take a gunfight here or hop on the bomb. Elects to hop on the bomb. Oh, this could be risky, boy. This could be risky, boy. This could be risky. Gets the round. A beautiful ninja fuse from Squirt there. Ending round number 2. Oh, that's how we're going to play some Call of Duty. It's going to be an interesting day. Woo. Forewarning from Wayne State College, we might have to shut our broadcast short. at least the Call of Duty side. Stay tuned if you'd like to watch some League of Legends. League of Legends, this is their time, so we promised them that they could have their moment of glory here. As Wayne State College has their moment of glory. This time, the pop play works out. Able to grab some kills. Another one rushes through, but 2 quick kills back, as now it is Blitz and Big Mike in a 2v2 versus Lucky and Beams. Big Mike able to grab a pick, though. Blitz going to keep playing aggressive. Should just lock up with his teammate here, and they will do just that. Bomb getting planted now towards this A site. Blitz and Big Mike playing together very well here. Big Mike going to take the gunfight and win it. A 3-piece from Big Mike that round, I believe. Excuse your caster. He did, in fact, go to Mountain Dew. So his throat wouldn't hurt. I don't know who all was there last night for the Rocket League finals, as unfortunate as that tournament ended, or as fortunate that season ended. Oh, goodness, Golly gee, that was a fun one to cast. It's always so incredible seeing players of that caliber. This caliber. I'm talking about the same percentage, I guess, of like players. But yeah, Vexper gonna get active here. Spots one, takes a couple shots, able to get a kill though. Frown gonna pop the door. Vexper's back, unable to protect him. Now Big Mike's gonna try and take 2 gunfights. Finds 1, grabs the kill, and that's gonna be 2-1, excuse me, in the favor of ECPI. No, it is 2-2. 2-2 now in favor of nobody. As we head into round number 5. Ronnie able to get the final kill there, securing for the side of ECPI. I think the scorecard's actually working this time, which is very unusual for Call of Duty, especially Call of Duty here at Wayne State. For whatever reason, our scorecard does not like to work, especially the scorecard on the player cam. Like right now, we are spectating Squirt, whereas usually this does not work. Yes, go look for long gun fights if you are Big Mike. Blitz as well, finding 1, grabs the pick. Ronnie unable to move there. Squirt gonna try and get active and find a pick on the other side. Unable to do so as Blitz get picked off by Frown, and now it is just Vexper alone against 3. Wayne State kind of picked apart that round. A lot of presence out towards the burger side if you are ECPI. Vexper not going to see the one. Unfortunately, loses the gunfight. And fortunately, loses the gunfight early there. Now be round number 3 for ECPI. 5 rounds of play under our belt and a couple of games to go as we play a best of 11 here. So first to 6, essentially. Wayne State College preparing to switch it up a little bit here, it looks like. Round number 1, Wayne State did not do this, as now Blitz is going to play an aggressive angle. They're not going to copy the side of ECPI and play a bit more passively, as Vexper finds a pick. And Big Mike caught with his controller in his lap there, unable to find anything as slides go in the favor of ECPI. Squirt trying to make something happen by himself as he needs to do in situations like these, but Blitz making it happen himself. 27 HP for him. 1v1 now. Very winnable situation. Just went from completely unwinnable to both players of ECPI lining up right down. Lucky versus Blitz. 1v1 for round number 6. Blitz going to try and make it an active play, get in towards the bomb site here, finds Lucky, a beautiful shots from him, beautiful pre-fires. Blitz going to do a little bit of, you know, just a little bit of the naughty. Able to pick up the round. There is Wayne State College following a beautiful 3-1 clutch from Blitz. And now we head into round number 7. 7. My dad got a new card game called Flip 7. I swear that's the most unlucky I've ever been. So hopefully, I've taken all of the bad luck, all of the bad juju from Wayne State College here, as They try something new. I don't think I've seen this. A 4 hit towards B. Vexper going to be the lead here with an AR in hand, trying to take on Ronnie in a long gunfight. Fortunately, COD timing works in Ronnie's favor, as now Squirt and Big Mike, Squirt and Blitz, Blitz now alone against 3 again, finds 1. Oh, buddy, this is how it started last time. An early pick. Frown now, top 18. Unspotted. Blitz going to rotate back in through the spawn. Spawn's now flipped. Blitz looking for anyone that he can find. Will not see him, top 18. Fortunately, doesn't check there. Gamers don't look up. What can I say? Tale is old in time. 3v1 does not work in Blitz's favor this time, as Frown finds a rat angle. Out of curiosity, did y'all do the Discord Wrapped? I can't even talk about my own stuff, like my own interesting conversations that are going on, because, well, Blitz is making things happen of his own, and that would be a beautiful two-piece from him with a nade. It looks like it was a combo nade with a car and with a squirt. Frown gets picked up there by Chase, or Squirt, excuse me. Sorry, Chase and Big Mike are both my roommates, so I'm not calling them by their gamer tags, but by actual names instead. Same with Blitz, who is Aiden. If you hear me refer to them as the wrong name, I do apologize. We're all pretty good friends here at Wednesday. No, I won't say that. I definitely have some not friends here at Wednesday, but here in the den, no grudges shall be held. That sounds way too ominous for playing video games on a Thursday night. Early gunfights happen. Squirt falls, trying to get some early map. Grab a kill immediately traded out. That would be Big Mike's turn to try and clutch. That's the first gunfight, 13 HP. Able to get out with his life, fortunately. Trying to isolate these 1v1s is going to be so darn hard against a team like ECPI. You just got to kind of hope. Big Mike trying to play active, unable to do so, as he falls now. 4-5 in favor of ECPI. Another nade lineups in favor of Wayne State College's Squirt, able to get an early one there. Vexpert trying to play active. Squirt gets refragged quickly, though, as everyone's going to rush through. It's going to be a B hit from the side of ECPI. Now Blitz and Vexpert, the two CCC transfers, alone against Beams and Frown of ECPI. Blitz taking these long angles with this AR, absolutely shoving him. Great play, great understanding of the map and the fundamentals. Gonna check it. Finds a couple shots into Beams, but unable to grab the kill, excuse me. Vexper is just gonna walk right into his crosshairs. Vexper gonna try and play the cutoff. Won't see anything. Could have hopped bomb. And I think the player from ECPI has to be aware of that. Vexper gonna try and take the gunfight, but ECPI is just gonna run. Beams just trying to run now. Vexper unable to get the knife. Oh goodness. He's chuckling about that one a little bit. That's gonna be round number 6 in favor of ECPI. Map score tied up 1-1 there. As we take a look at the final scorecard. Actually, we should review the final kill here from yeah, if that was me, my knife would have missed too. I know some people that knife wouldn't miss, but for me, that knife misses every single time. 11-3 for Beams. An outstanding performance from him in ECPI. Take map number 2, 4-6. As we head to Hacienda again for control. You ready for map number 3? Because I sure as heck am. Let's get into this one. Wednesday, gonna start off attack. 27 lives apiece, thanks to some terrible, terrible game design by Call of Duty. As Squirt and Blitz gonna try and play aggressive here in towards top. Crosshairs, Blitz gonna try and play aggressive. Squirt actually gonna kind of get the note here. Able to find the kill, getting a lot of presence top plat. That will be Blitz falling in the back, but you've got a Squirt loose in your spawn. Might be kind of tough to find. Might be kind of tough to find Big Mike, as Big Mike finds one Squirt, grabbing one with the pistol. Secondary is out. Needs him. Unable to find the gunfight there is Blitz, but Vexford cleaning up for him, grabbing two. That will be B. For Wayne State. And now it is A+, of course, obviously the more difficult of the two. And Wayne State's just going to try and keep the momentum up. Completely rotated over as we're able to grab a pick there. And Blitz watching for anyone to try and play into the timing's just not quite there if you are Blitz. Should have held that just a tiny bit longer. I don't think I would have held that any longer either. COD COD timing goes absolutely insane. And now Wayne State backed up in their spawn. Has plenty of time to get out of it though. 1 minute 45 seconds remaining. If you are on the side of Wayne State College. Blitz finds a gunfight. Bloom stacked up. He's gonna chase. Blitz wants this one. Wants it pretty bad. Unable to find the gunfight as Beans is just gonna run back and forth. Unable to actually take the gunfight. Blitz gonna back up now, find a good heady. Takes the gunfight finally, but it doesn't matter. Blitz has done exactly what he needed to do. He drew every ECPI over this way, and now it is Vexper and Squirt making plays happen. Oh, beautiful pre-fire from Vex, unable to connect with the hip fire there, it would appear, as now Big Mike is the only one you got to worry about from the side of Wayne State College if you are ECPI. Big Mike is just lost in your spawn. AR from these long range, it's going to be so tough, as Squirt going to try and find the guy Dark, able to do so. Caught him with his pack turn as Big Mike falls. That's going to be a lot of your spawn pressure down. Blitz on top now, trying to find a gunfight. Unable to do so. No pinch comes through. Vexper on the cleanup. Through Rock, unable to get either one is Vex. Blitz cleans up one. Open, cleaned up as well. Blitz gonna hop time to stop it. 37 seconds remaining. One grabs the pick. Vexper there to clean up, so he makes sure that that area is clear. Vexper now top closed. Unable to find one. COD timing could work in the future, it would appear here. As now Vexper is alive. Top plat area. Still top dark. Maintaining these, maintaining this pressure on the map. Electing eventually to give it up, as now it is Squirt who's able to grab a kill. And it is now 3v3, a round of search and destroy underway. As Vexper is going to try and take an early gunfight here. Will find it and grabs the kill. Going to rotate out through the bottom dark. Unable to find the pick though, as now all the spawns come through for Bravo. Lives in favor of ECPI, and that will be completely the game's fault that they are able to win that first defense. A beautiful attacking round if you are Wayne State College. I don't feel like I've talked about it enough. So the SMGs from ECPI are doing a very good job of keeping up the pressure through the middle of the map. Wayne State, the ARs are doing a fantastic job of locking down the sides of the map, as we see a ragdoll come through from Narnia. Wayne State locking down the sides of the map very well. Of course, that A objective is always going to be so tough, as it is so close range, and if you play together really well, it's just impossible to capture even a single segment. So Wayne State, 4 segments on the first round. Keep that in mind in case it goes to a round number 5. Speaking of the middle of the map here, the SMGs, everyone from ECPI is just going to rush through top plat. Squirt going to try and find a pinch here, as now everyone's rotating in towards time. Able to grab one on the flank. Vexper trying to fight out the spawn. Blitz as well. Blitz picked up. Vexper with the refrag. The second. Grabbed as a second as well. Pressure towards B though. One's on B. Not a whole lot of progress has been made though. Squirt doing an amazing job of actually. Blitz gonna take the gunfight. Will win it. Everyone's looking towards in for him now. He's gonna regen. Take another gunfight. Reload the Jackal, and he's gonna swing. He doesn't really have the second. Swings, unable to find the kill there, but will do damage. Able to be cleaned up by Big Mike. Squirt, grabbing 2 before falling. Vexper needs to look just a tiny bit closer, does so. That will be everyone from ECPI down. A clean 4 dead. Vexper in the ratty corner. Trying a little bit of free fire action, trying to keep anyone else off the time. Big Mike spots one. Running towards Rock. Freebie from him. Blitz now. Lost in the spawn. If you are ECPI, forcing him to spawn so far away. Going up towards 2. Unable to get the kill, but grabs the kill on the first. Squirt doesn't see him cross. Take that back. Yes, he does. As number 2 gets picked off on the spawns. Blitz trying to fight out of his own spawn now. Trying to lock down this B objective all by himself. One here from Blitz. Playing from this tin area. Let's see if he decides to run out. Actually, makes it. He will not. He will just try to bludgeon straight through. Blitz, a very blunt instrument now. Oh my goodness. You don't need to be surgical when you've got aim like that. Blitz able to pick up 2. Squirt looking for the spawners. Unfortunately, too tall to see any. Actually, able to pick up 1 on the time. ECPI jumps on the time. Unable to stay there, though, as Vexper and Blitz able to clean up the last few. No segments captured if you are ECPI. Wayne State kind of rolling on the respawns here, actually. Doing a lot of the kill, the control, the map control, having good comm, able to clear out the guys out of their spawn very, very effectively, or at least allow 1 or 2 of their boys to sneak through. Vexper, look at that right there. That was 2 boys from the side of ECPI, holding angles, preventing you from getting out of the WSC spawn, able to break that loose. If you now are on the side of Wayne State College, you gotta get them in that spawn trap. You almost had it set up there, map number 1, or round number 1, excuse me. Now you've got to get it set up here if you want all 3 segments again to be captured. Blitz, another gunfight, top, 1 dart. Squirt, trying to get active here. Finds a kill on the 1. Second, gunfights comes through, no kill. Vexper gonna get active. Lost 1, here's the reload, unable to get a kill though. Big Mike just gonna touch the time. If nobody's gonna bother me out here, great. If nobody can bother me out here, then I'm just gonna take. I will take Blitz able to grab a kill there, ducking down before he gets picked off. He's gonna find any sort of time that he can. Stop the time. Squirt as well. Touching time to stop it. 1 minute 4 seconds remaining. 24 lives apiece. Looking for gunfight now is Squirt. Able to grab 1 finally. Vexper and Blitz, they're on the pickup now. As Big Mike walking down this top flat. Oh, you stop shooting there if you're the side of ECPI. Big Mike shooting in this one. 8 and 14 does not represent how big of an impact this guy has had so far in this series. Holding this top plat area is massive. Able to find the gunfight, but not able to find the kill. That's okay. He gets secured anyway. Wayne State going to sacrifice a couple of lives to do it, but are able to do so eventually. Now, 4 dead for Wayne State College. How do you how do you dig yourself out of this now that you have buried alive? As Big Mike and I believe that's Vexper show exactly how to do it. Big Mike going to completely go around this right side of the map. He's just going to take a little rat corner. Find any respawns that he can. Playing in towards this mid area. Unable to find a kill. Finds a gunfight eventually. Does in fact grab 1. Immediately rotates back. Almost wins the gunfight there against the SMG. As we're trying to play towards this outer B area. Until this time isn't here. This is such an influential choke. Thought he got the kill and instead swings off of it. Getting picked up instead. Blitz with a 3-piece though to bring Wayne State right back into this one. And Blitz is going to get nice and active here. Tuck himself in. Looking for a gunfight. Finds 1. Unable to get the kill though. Will reload. Stuns and nades come out. Falls and COD timing works out for absolutely nobody as Blitz and Frown running right past each other. Blitz now finally getting picked up as Squirt and Vex, the last 2 remaining for Wayne State College. 6-7 with a minute to play here. If you are from the side of ECPI, you don't like to see that beginning pick. That first pick means that Wayne State College now has the advantage on map pressure. Blitz getting picked up. Squirt able to get a kill of his own though, and that will be the respawner of ECPI. As now number 2, Big Mike. Gunfight here, we'll find it. And that will be all the respawns. Or maybe 1 more, I suppose. Squirt and Vexper able to grab 2 of their own. Now it's a 2v4 for the side of Wayne State College. ECPI struggling on the lives here. Squirt able to get a flank on 1. Pre-fire comes through. Blitz forcing the time. Able to grab the final kill is Blitz. That will be round number 3 secured for Wayne State College. A beautiful attacking demonstration there from them. As we prepare to get to their defensive side, which in my opinion on this map is easy. A beautiful pick there from Blitz, as someone on the FOV set high enough, it would appear, as he just grabs 3 kills there. Huge, huge turnaround for that round from him. You know, we've talked about the guys so much throughout the entire season. You gotta just rub a little bit more salt in that wound as Blitz incredible player, done some amazing things for the side of Wayne State College. Vexper as well, both transfers from CCC, coming in to try and make anything happen that they can, try and coach these WSC gentlemen, and they've done exactly that. Wayne State apparently being extremely coachable. Who would have thunked? Doing a fantastic job of picking up what Vector and Blitz are putting down. Grabbing these kills, grabbing spawns, learning well, keeping their guns active. All things that they weren't quite doing before Vexper and Blitz got here. Now, they're playing at an different level. There it is. As now Big Mike falls. Vexper going to try and play his life here with a shot in the side. As Big Mike going to try and play up towards this top plat area. Oh my goodness, COD timing goes crazy. As now Vexper going to try and play through boat here. Nobody comes through the spawns. Blitz alone now to try and make the stop against the players of ECPI. Get the contest, grabs the kill, but sacrifices his life to do it. Immediately trade out by Ronnie. Ronnie spotted, Big Mike, gunfight taken and won. Vexper trying to clear off this A objective as much as he can, just playing his life near this fountain area. Blitz looking for one, catches him reloading, and that will be Vexper now trying to play here. Grabs one, looks at the second gunfight, he gets it! Yeah! Woo! Vexper shooting, clearly feeling himself a little bit of a down, and a third, and a fourth! Feed him! Feed him more! One more walks into his crosshairs. If he would have won that, I would have gone absolutely insane. Insane. Blitz able to grab one there. Beams walking directly into his crosshairs, and a second one as well. Lucky, 5 seconds remaining. Everyone from the side of ECPI just diving straight forward, trying to find as much activity as they can. Someone able to grab time actually there for a second. That'll be round number 4 in the favor of Wayne State College. Game number 3. I've got to go because League of Legends is going to start here in about 2 seconds. So, you'll get some I don't know the first arm, but I think Mitch is going to come in here, or we do have a caster for you. So, someone much more experienced going around the League of Legends will be with you in just a second. I'm going to go to break, I guess. We're going to go to be right back. Hopefully that's the right one. What's up? For the league? No, not. Oh, the intro video, I got this thing? Yeah.
Stupid thing that we have to play. I know what. Are they done or is this
No, they're not done yet. They got, that was game 3. They're playing a best of 5. Yeah, for real. So, yeah. All you did.
Did they start late or something?
Yeah, they started at 7:30. They're usually done by now, but.
Oh. Yeah, ours started at 8 for whatever fucking reason.
No, you're chilling, dude.
Yeah, it's serious this time.
I just. Theirs got rescheduled, so.
Oh, that's my fault.
Yeah, that sucks. Hey, I'm you.
Because League has stricter rules on shit.
Oh, I don't even have to be in the Discord for.
We have to be I have to be in Discord deafened, and I also have to have like a 3-minute delay on the stream
That's
and
how-
in the lobby.
That's how Rocket League is too. Is that
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly. Rocket League makes no sense to me, but you have to be in the Discord call but deafened, and you have to have a 3-minute stream delay.
What? So you can't like stream snipe a rocket?
I don't know.
How do you stream snipe a Rocket League?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh my. Without me, guys?
No. It's too slow. I thought I was considering doing that on stage. It's too slow. On Smash. It's no Falcon Punch.
It ain't no Falcon Punch, but
Die or something.
I've won one already.
I'm gonna go eat or drink something.
Back when it was just
Man, my stomach has been so messed up.
me,
Yeah. I like
yeah, Matt and
Chase.
Chase.
She broke it. I like
Yeah.
need a new stomach.
I have to patch, really?
Dude, like stomach or acid reflux, dude. Fuck, it's bad.
Oh, I know. I hate that.
it's in discussion. If
Kayla, who are you guys playing?
TU,
T.
if it doesn't happen semester, it'll happen first thing in spring.
Okay, well, there's a week left in this semester, so I don't think it's gonna happen this semester.
Okay.
Fair.
I mean, yeah, it'll happen first thing.
Because this is my only merch, and it doesn't really fit me, so I have to wear a shirt under it.
I'm honor level
Or I'm gonna
5.
have issues.
Yeah.
So I'd love
See you later.
love a jersey.
Wow.
No, no, no. They had a couple really good.
Why can't I hear myself?
Like Max versus 4 piece. That's gonna win me an award right there. I guarantee it.
Should win me a fucking award. I had no business winning. Here's the craziest thing about that clip. I had no business winning. I shouldn't have won. I shouldn't have won the second one. I should have won the first one. The first one makes sense. The second one makes no sense. And then the rest of them, I'm like, the second guy completely ignored your existence.
Okay. Oh, yay, I can't hear myself anymore. Hey, we're in league. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, we're playing TU. They're from Tulsa. This is their JV team. I'm just gonna refer to them as TU, and hopefully not misspeak and say PU because why not?
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Jesus Christ, that audio is really loud. There we go. Oh yeah, I gotta do the whole stuff. It's been a while. Scoreboard, objective timers, get rid of time control. Yippee! We're playing League. Wayne going with 1 to 2 carry hyper carry 80 carry and a hyper carry jungler, and the rest of the team is dedicated to keeping them alive. TU Esports has kind of gone with a wombo combo jungle mid. The ball delivery device of Nocturnal is there, and then everything else is kind of either the bot lane's poke and the top lane and top mid and jungle are all kind of all-in sort of champs. Might see a tiny bit of a cheese here with TU sitting in that bush. Caitlyn Mel, a very strong early game combination. Just the Q poke coming out. Hitting the minions first means not a lot of poke is actually going to come through. And while we're in the early game, I get to talk about Mel again. This champ continues to be the most annoying thing in existence. W just says nuh-uh to everything, and then sends their projectiles right back in your face. That's about all there is to it, and that's the reason the champ is so annoying. The rest of her abilities could literally say do nothing, and she'd still be a high pick rate champion. Oh, the Mel passive there proccing, just executing that early. That's another reason that champ's annoying. It turns out when you reduce everybody's health in the game by like, I think it's like 5%, it's a bit ridiculous. There's a reason most AD carries usually buy or have an item that does that instead of just that being their passive. Yep, but TU just having that really dominant early game bot lane. Wayne's really just gotta weather the storm here. Hopefully try not to die as much as possible. Just get CS. Don't step in the Caitlyn traps, etc., etc. So it's probably just going to be a real jungle kind of focused game here for Wayne. If the Velvet gets ahead, there is opportunities there. Again, the Ornn and the Galio providing quite a bit of tanky frontline, especially into what amounts to triple magic damage comp. We see there that Ornn just actually winning the early matchup against Gwen. Although with the Gwen changes, I don't know where she's at this point in time. They might have reverted those changes already or not, or they might have just said no. Oh. Deciding to go in here, maybe not seeing the Nocturne. Flash being invested here. That's gonna be in the second kill for TU here. See a bit of a jungle fight here in this bush. We'll see if anything actually comes of it. Flash being having to use... Oh, Feet of Warfare! So close. Probably a single-digit fight there. Just now healing up. Yeah, probably a single-digit fight there. Wayne's bot side going a bit aggressive here, forcing out the barrier. Melee range 80 carries. Oh. The Caitlyn living at 10 HP. Again, the Mel passive. This Mel now with 2 kills, just the passive execute. Ends up stealing a lot of gold away from an AD carry, but I suppose if Mel's ahead, it doesn't really matter. We see now TU rotating down towards that bot side, looking to get that bot scuttle for the junglers. It's going to be another jungle fight. Both junglers have backed, but I would not want to be taking this right now. Yep. Not being able to commit to that fight because you are behind right now. The Tiamat and Longsword versus 2 Longsword. It's not a debate. It's more of a fact that the person with Tiamat usually wins. There's always the rare scenario where you're playing like some really weak early game champ and they're playing Darius or something. Ooh, the Ornn damage is pretty good here. I think throughout the season, Wayne's top side has been very strong, especially this top laner here. On the Ornn, the Cassante, other tanks. I think we saw Rumble a couple weeks ago. Yep, that's going to be 4 people around Dragon right now. Wayne's just kind of got to give this up. Ocean Drake first here being secured means we won't see a lot of healing this game, which I think is good for both sides. So both sides kind of not exactly excited to see Ocean Drake not be the soul. It is what it is. What do we got up next? Hextech up next, so no Hextech Soul either. So we're looking at Chemtech, Mountain, or Cloud. All of which are... Oh, or Infernal. All of which are pretty decent for both teams. We might see a bit of a Krug steal here to the side of Wayne. Belveth really wants to be taking as many camps away from the enemy jungle and as many camps as possible throughout the course of the game. Just allows her to scale up that passive, which gives attack speed. Let me see, just fairly even lanes right now. Of course, bot side with those 2 kills, jungle with those 2 kills. Means they are going to be feeling pretty good about playing that. Bit of overextension here means the Galio is going to get kind of hurt. But again, yep, see that Mel reflect? It's just abysmal. Not really much you can do into it. Stepping into the traps here. That's a very low Xayah, especially when you take into account Mel passive there. Step on another trap. Like, we gotta clear them out, but then Caitlyn's just gonna come and replace them. It's a mana tax really on this Kate. It's gonna be a plate going over this side of TU. Just that really dominant bot lane here. Being able to just kind of poke them out from under tower. Good route here from Xayah means no potential dive here. And again, I think Wayne really feeling the hurt here in this bot side. Especially with a Nocturne in the game, it's going to be fairly difficult to play out if the AD carry gets behind. You see backs coming in here. Jungle looking maybe for an invade on the bot side. This Nocturne so far ahead. Well, not so far ahead, but decently far ahead here. Galio's going to get spotted. They might try to collapse here on this Galio with this Nocturne. Karma's Galio sees the Nocturne, backs off. Tiny bit of Wayne looking to take these grubs. It is a void objective, so Velveth going to want to have that. She is the quote-unquote Empress of the Void. So I don't remember if she gets empowered. Is Belveth hitting 6 here? Might get empowered abilities here from this ulti. Being able to spawn a little grubs. 2 grubs secure. Nocturne ult and Orianna ult being used. Ornn ult coming through. Big Ornn ult across the board. Looks like a winning team fight here for Wayne. Gonna get two grubs. Big team fight here. But again, it's a 2 for 2. And Wayne got the grub, so that's good. If they can get out here, it will be a, I dare say it, a 1 fight, even though a ton of ults being invested here. Oh, the Xayah up here, it's going to be a turn onto the Orianna, onto the Caitlyn. Shut down on the shutdown on the Caitlyn goes over to the Zaya. That's going to be huge for Wayne. Just getting that gold. Very well played from Wayne there. Just being able to take the initial fight and the initial damage and then being able to turn that very well. I don't know if Mel had W up, but oh, a bit of investment here onto the side of TU's jungler, just kind of caught out in the middle of nowhere. Not really what you want to be looking for, but Wayne just kind of turned the game back to an even state there. Almost ahead now as this bot side rotates top. And TU just a tiny bit behind on the lane swaps. Of course, they're looking to put their AD carry and support mid, but I don't really know what's going on with the lane assignments. Bot lane's bot, or top lane's bot, and I didn't even realize the Ornn took Airy. I assume that's better into the Gwen matchup, more poke. Might be another solo kill here. Nope, Gwen just gonna back off. Flashing that emote. TU looking to be a dragon side team here. I expect that's just because of the amount of Demolish proc coming in here from the Ornn. So it's gold into the pocket of this Ornn. Gwen used to be a tank buster. I don't know if she is now anymore. I don't keep up with like what chance are defined as. Oh, Nocturne ult being invested here. Caitlyn ult coming across the top. This might be a dead Bel'Veth. It looks like it's going to be. Yep, dead Bel'Veth there. Very nice presence of mind there. Oh, the miss auto. Didn't get the brittle proc, or maybe got the brittle proc. I don't know. But just a tiny bit of miscalculation there. From the Ornn. You hate to see it. I wonder how that interaction works. See now the rotation. TU's gonna take the next dragon. Let's see, which soul did we get? Infernal soul. That's gonna be really good for both teams. Just more burst on the side of TU. And of course, you're never sad about Infernal soul, even if you are playing a more extended composition. Now this Gwen into Galio matchup, I think that's almost favored for the Galio. Just being a magic tank is going to be good. See, first items coming across for the side of both teams right now. Archangel's being picked up for Orianna. Kraken being picked up for Bel'Veth. Essence Reaver being picked up for Zaya. So just a lot of good early items. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Bel'Veth opting for Kraken over Bork because no tanks means you don't really need it. And I believe Kraken is a tiny bit better right now. I usually play crit ADC, so I don't. Kind of just in a lull in the game as there is no real objective up right now other than just murder, 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 and a lot of towers. So, both teams gonna look to catch people out, but not look to take any real fights. Big trade there for the Ornn. The Kinnenek Rukrin completed now. Means the magic damage is no longer a real threat here. Big chunk onto this Karma here. Might be, yep, there's the... Oh, big Zaya damage there. It's gonna mean the pickup of jungler for support. I think that's almost good for Wayne. Bel'Veth being tricky with the dashes, so I'd like to see it. Ornn kind of rotating up towards this mid lane, following the Ori. Nothing really going on here other than just a bit of... This guy really does not want to fight this Gwen. Mel opting for the burst build. Probably for the best. Gwen's going to be your main source of tank damage. But again, just this bot side from TU is going to make it really hard for this Zaya or this Karma to ever get a real lead. Even with the kills, even with the shutdown. Some more poke. Might be first tower going over to TU here. Looks like it might be a bit of a fight going on here. Rooting up the Mel. Should be a dead Mel. Nope. Nocturne coming in to peel. Velvet's coming in. Jumps onto the Caitlyn, taking tower shots here. More damage, all being used from the Nocturne just to kill the Karma here. So 1-0 for TU. They'll get the Karma. But a lot invested for the side of TU there. The Nocturne ult, not a short-ish cooldown, but again, not up for this Rift Herald fight, and you're playing into a Bel'Veth composition. I don't know if you want to give them Rift Herald, give them that pushing power. Especially with no Nocturne ult, no vision, means this is a pretty much uncontested Rift Herald. That should mean that Wayne, if they play their cards right, will get first turret. Keeping it even on the Feats of Warfare here. Wonder if they're just going to use that top side. Gwen is immune there, nullifying a lot of the damage. Backs being thrown across the board. Let's see, does that mid turret get taken here? You really need someone to cover this. That is going to be first turret over to the side of TU. That will be empowered boots for them, as they did get first blood. See, now the orange is going to be able to proc demolish. Might get a turret there. Yep. Bot lane turret. Now the question is, does Wayne have to contest this bot dragon? Or this third Drake? And I think the answer is yes. I think you want to contest this. I think you almost have to. Nocturne are almost up. Coming in here. Lethal tempo probably stacked here. Gank top side. Might be a dead. Oh, very nice play there, but still gonna. Oh, dies to the minions. You hate to see it. Rift Herald being used top side. Bel'Veth with empowered minions means this is going to be a very dangerous scenario. But again, next Drake. That's their Drake. This is so point now for TU, and I don't think you want to give a Caitlyn Mel composition, a Caitlyn Mel Nocturne Ori Gwen composition a Infernal Soul. I think that's a terrible idea here from Wayne. You really want to see that prioritization of the next couple of dragons. I don't really know why Wayne's not taking them, but again, just a bit of a steal of the red buff here. Both side lane turrets now taken for Wayne. Mid lane turret taken from TU. Wayne's going to be stronger on the sides for the moment, but TU's going to be stronger in the mid and in jungle just because of that extra safety that tier 1 turret provides in mid lane. Orange just looking to weather the storm now. The Gwen has some items completed. Again, it's a fairly even matchup right now, I think, but I don't know how much the Orange can actually choose to take fights here. Just a bit of a chunk out, yep. Now TU looking to invade that top side. They might be able to get a Gromp here, but not much else. They might even look for a dive on this Galio. But the Galio is full health, and Galio is not a character that is easily dosed, so we'll see how that develops here. And there is a potential solo kill. Yep, solo kill there for the Bel'Veth. There looks to be a dive here. They're pulling the wave. Next wave's gonna come in, and TU's gonna try to dive a Galio. See, does Wayne even respond, or does the Galio's just trying to kind of separate this dive out. Ori ult's gonna miss. Nocturne, Galio playing this ult very nice. Goes 1 for 1, almost 1 for 2. I think that's about as well as you want to play. Wayne deciding to cross map here for a lot of a lot of turrets here. Tier 1 and Tier 2 turret in mid lane, Tier 2 and inhib turret in bot lane here. I don't know if that's good. Wayne now with a gold lead despite being down kills. Bel'Veth's gonna get very scary if she's just allowed to steal away some of these camps. And allowed to just kind of take control of the map. Wayne now with a huge map control lead, I would say, just because those turrets are gone. A lot less safety. Can't push up as far. Especially with the global availability of the Galio. Wayne looking to send 5 people top towards this Otacon. I wonder if they're just going to honestly start it off spawn with this 2-item power spike that most of their members are getting to now. TU with vision. They're going to know. They're going to see a lot of these people out here. But Wayne just deciding to start it up. Orianna with teleport on the other side of the map. But this is a dangerous fight for them to be taking with not everybody here. Orange just going to be used to kind of zone off. 3 wards in the tri-bush. Orange getting chunked out. Wayne has the Otacon. They don't even have to fight this. They just have to leave. Galio ult is going to be huge here just to keep the Bel'Veth alive. Wayne going 3 for 2 right now. They just need to leave. They got Otacon. They don't need to take anything else. It's a good team fight for Wayne there. Just getting Otacon, getting 3 kills for 2. It's a very good trade. Uh-oh. Wayne now with a very comfortable 3k gold lead and Otacon. The only thing they have to worry about is the next dragon that's going to be coming up in 40 seconds. I expect they're well aware of that now. It's only objective up. Baron's up in 3 minutes. They can't really cross map for anything. Waves aren't in the greatest position, so they're going to fight this. It's going to be a true 5v5, and the ults are going to be not up for the side of Wayne, not up for this, or they're going to be up for the side of TU, choosing a team with lower ult cooldowns, but oftentimes less immediate impact ults here. Wayne now just has to get vision, has to kind of zone out the side of TU. Bel'Veth going in aggressive, just hitting that W and backing off. But again, they can't really pull the trigger here. It's going to be a true 5v5. Orange sitting in the tri-bush. Wayne starting up this dragon. TU does not have to fight this. They can let Wayne have this dragon. All 5 of them now moving into banana bush. Wayne with the dragon take. They're going to get this first kill onto this. Warnolt going across. Doesn't even target the Mel. Mel W going to go to waste. Wayne, everybody on Wayne's still alive. Now mid lane just now dying. Wayne just using their wallets right now, that 3k gold lead and the Otacon buff. Wayne might honestly look to end here. They're going to chase this Ori. Ori can't back. Next person is up in 40 seconds. Even if they don't end here, they should be able to get an inhib. The staggered of the respawns means they're probably going to get 2 inhibs. No Baron means this is very unlikely to just straight up end the game, but we'll see. They're just probably going to get an inhib. Maybe they rotate towards mid to get this inhib. But again, now Wayne with a comfortable 5k gold lead, almost 6. 2 inhibs means they're going to get the run of the map. This Bel'Veth's going to get even more camps, even more passive stacks. Of course, Wayne with 2 beautiful back-to-back team fights, just played very chaotically, but using the fact that they have tanks, using the fact that most of TU's damage is up front, immediate damage, means they get a lot of value off of just absorbing the initial blow, absorbing that Nocturne Ori ult combo, absorbing the ability combo of the Mel, and just being allowed to just sustain through these fights and play them very long. means their comp's gonna get a lot of value. Triple Merc Treads picked up for the side of Wayne. Not a ton of great CC abilities on the side of TU, but enough CC and enough magic damage that it is worth picking up. Just a little bit of fighting over vision there. I almost expect Wayne to try to prioritize getting this Baron. Not all is 5 right now, but Ornn without TP means they're gonna have to rotate towards this first. I like Wayne's prio. That's 3 control wards. Oh. That's a big shutdown. Of course, I honestly want to have that on the Caitlyn. Wayne now looking for maybe a bit of a pincer movement with this Belveth. Knock up onto the Mel. Oriole being kind of absorbed here. Wayne still with a lot of damage on this Belveth. Knock up going onto the Ori. A bit of a split fight here. A bit of miscommunication, I think, from Wayne. Uh-oh. That's a Galio in deep trouble here. Galio's gonna die. That's a 2-for-0 for Wayne. Just a bit of a catch out there with the Nocturne ult. Which is why a lot of ADCs hate this champ. Just the ability just to say, I'm on you. I'm going to, yeah, just gonna jump on you and then reduce your health down to 0. Wayne now, not with good vision on the Baron, but not any way to really take it. Their members are going to be getting out onto the map. The Galio is going to be the last one out. But with that global ultimate, it's going to, and TP, it's going to mean Wayne can just pull a 5v5 out of a hat here. Well, not out of a hat, but yeah, why not? Out of a hat. They're going to pull it out of a hat. I don't know who on the team has a hat in the building. I know I do. I don't know how I'm going to pull it out of the hat, but we're gonna see. These 80 carries still very far up, playing that confident, playing with that sometimes misplaced confidence. It's kind of been the downfall of some of these fights, is just catch out on side lanes when Wayne gets caught out on side lanes, and sometimes when Wayne we're being a bit over eager on some of these fights. Just fighting over that vision. And the ADC just barely living there. The turn is good from Wayne though. Big Ornn knock up here. Caitlyn almost dead. Caitlyn's gonna be dead. Wayne's ADC not having back, but still in the fight, kind of. Wayne gonna look to pull the trigger on a dragon. Bit of split here. They're gonna look to see if they can do anything. Almost want this Galio to be mid. Wayne gonna take that dragon. I almost want to see them try to take Baron here as well. Looks like both top and support think they could have ended. Gonna apply pressure, kind of lock TU in their base for the time being as the Belveth goes to town on this Baron, as the Xayah gets over there. They need to just make sure not to die here. This Galio just a tiny bit far out. I almost wonder if that's a bit of a misstep here. But again, Wayne's going to be able to take this Baron. And with the powered pushing power of Belveth, that passive spawning so many extra minions, Wayne might look just to try to double inhib and end. Reset. Got a lot of gold here. Ornn items now just coming through. Again, gonna mean this Ornn is very tanky. But this Caitlyn does hurt, as evidenced by that last fight. The headshot onto the Xayah, just dealing so much of that Xayah's health bar. And 4-item completion, almost coming in from the Xayah, almost coming in from the Caitlyn here. But Wayne now just getting out on the map. See what they decide to do for lane splits. I almost want to see them do just 5 people push down mid. Let's ARAM this thing. Um, Wayne deciding to go with a 3-1 composition. Their jungler's gonna probably be hovering mid. TU setting up a trap here. If Wayne overextends, yeah. Wayne just overextended just a tiny bit here. Ornn coming in. Ult coming across the board. They're gonna kill the Bel'Veth value here is just so huge, folks. Just having that secondary carry that can do damage over time instead of just that burst damage you traditionally see. That might be the end here. Let's see if Wayne can end it with the empowered Bel'Veth minions. Bel'Veth's very low right now, though. So we'll see if Wayne is just content with getting attack speed. See if they can end here.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Bel'Veth's just staying around, providing that Baron buff, pushing power. Now having to back off here. Teleport in here from the Gwen. This might be a catch out on the Bel'Veth. Of course, with the W, with the 4 dashes that the champion does have, means there isn't going to be a lot of catch out. They might look to turn onto this Gwen here. Yeah, it's a trap! They've decided to turn onto the Gwen. Zanyas is going to save the Gwen for now. Reset coming in here. Big Mel ult, but it's not enough. Gwen TP to catch out the Bel'Veth turns into a trap for Wayne there. Now with 5 members up, they might look to just end this here and now. Bel'Veth still with the empower, pushing power of the passive, of the Baron here. Wayne with 2 inhibs. With the empowered super minions. Only one Nexus turret stands here for TU. Baron just now running out. Huge Ornn knock up here is going to mean that this Bel'Veth is just going to get so much damage across the board. Lots of damage is coming out here from the Xayah as well. Wayne just demolishing them with that Ornn knockup. And the rest of the damage comes through. That's going to be a 1 game. That's going to mean the series goes to 1-0. And we will be right back. Okay, I just got into this, so they're 2 minutes in or 3 minutes in. We're back. Hopefully my mic's at a higher volume now. I think it was just lowered on the audio mixer thingamajiggy. Wayne is on red side this time. TU is on blue, as opposed to last game where they were on the other side. Lots of pings going down on the top side of the map from TU. 5 people walking top side. Are they looking to cheese this Ornn?
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. 30 seconds until minions spawn.
I'm not going to do anything with controls or anything because I genuinely want to see this. Flash being used. Ornn taking E first. Trying to just run it out. Looks like they're going to get out. What was used on the side of TU? More pressure here. Wayne, 2 flashes down in the first minute. So TU going for a very aggressive Nocturne or Nautilus invade here. Not Kaisa versus Kog'Maw Lulu. Another what I believe to be a losing lane for Wayne. Wayne now looking to invade the bot side of the map right here. I like this a lot. You're not really too concerned about early pressure in this bot lane matchup. You just kind of want to scale. Of course, you do want to get to lane. Wayne just with a little cheeky red buff steal. They know the enemy top or enemy jungler has to start on the top side of the map, so they're just gonna steal it away. It's gonna be another game of play safe bot side for Wayne because Nautilus is a very scary champion with a ton of CC. His first auto on you causes you to get rooted. His Q is a hook, which pulls you to him and pulls him to you. You kind of meet in the middle. And then his ult is a knock-up that just kind of follows you. It's a depth charge that goes underneath the ground. Because he's nautical themed. Yeah, hence the name Nautilus. I'm sure there's other implications for why he's called Nautilus in lore, but I don't read not lore. Yep, that hook coming down, you see, even with the rune choice of Glacial Augment, just to slow them down even more. Of course, big trade back onto the Kaisa. The Kog'Maw not the target of choice, which means it's going to be a level 3 gank here for Wayne State. They're going to get this Kog'Maw first blood. They might be able to get another kill. Flash being invested here for the Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao taking that one. But 2 kills for the side of Wayne on that bot side of the map. And they're also going to stall out this Jarvan. Jarvan just now knowing that his bot camps are gone. Or that his red buff is gone. Xin Zhao just a tiny bit behind on farm, but feeling pretty good about giving 1 kill to the Kog'Maw and 1 kill to himself. Obviously, if you're playing a scaling champ, you're going to feel good about kills early. Just accelerates that snowball-y effect. And we're in a slap fight top lane. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. But lots of summoners being thrown around really early in this game. Not with a choice of Hex Flash. We'll see if that gets used in a creative manner. But both top laners here just trying to trade in grass box. Both of them with technical kill threat, but it's going to take like 5 million years for anything to happen. Another trade here happening in the bot side. Kog'Maw just hitting autos. Not being targeted by this Nautilus. Nautilus trying to target the Lulu, which there's a grand debate of bot lane enchanters of do you kill the enchanter first or do you kill the damage dealer first? And the consensus is always all over the place, and it depends on what champ you're playing against. which is unfortunate because I wish there was a standard answer. The amount of enchanters that don't get killed and then end up making the enemy AD carry impossible to kill is too high. Hopefully in this game we get to see a bit of an enchanter moment with this Lulu, causing this Kog'Maw to just not die. This brand is very dead. We see the power of just being able to walk at people with Nautilus there. Bit of a gank here topside. We'll see if anything actually happens about it. It's kind of scary for the Ornn. The turn might come in here. Yep, Ornn dead. Trade of kills there. Wayne's going to claim Feat of Warfare. That's a comfortable 400 gold lead. Of course, we might see a gank here. Flash being used from this Nautilus. Hook onto the Kog'Maw. That's going to be a dead Kog'Maw. Let's see if anything gets traded here. Kog'Maw passive isn't going to kill. Barrier being used here. I don't know if that was necessary from this Kai'Sa. But it's a classic kind of just overstepping just a bit too much without vision. It is what it is. Can't really do much. Nautilus holding the wave here. Wayne might look to see if they can capitalize on trying to get this Drake here, but both top laners with that Bomby Cinder. Probably going to be pretty identical builds here on the side of Ornn and on the side of Malphite. Ornn taking a couple of tower shots there. That's a lot of damage there. This might be a dead Ornn. Nope. Wayne looking to get vision around this dragon. They don't really want to open the door for any early Drake stacking, especially with both teams running very scaling comps. Can get kind of scary. TU clearing some of that vision, but still both teams with a ward on dragon. Xin Zhao looking to move into this area. Going to be seen out here on vision, but we'll see if there's a there's an ult that has to be invested here. Nope. Malphite's just going to walk away. Pretty safe. If you don't know, his ult just kind of causes him to throw himself at you. Another hook here blocked by the Lulu. Exhaust going out onto the Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa taking a tower shot here. Shouldn't mean the Kog'Maw gets a kill. Flash having to be used here, but lethal tempo is stacked. But Nautilus able to hook his way to the terrain just to get out. But again, more gold going into this Kog'Maw. It's looking to be a Kog'Maw carry sort of angle for Wayne. They have drafted around it. The brand damage will be useful later and might be the deciding factor. But again, it's going to be really up to Wayne just to keep this Kog'Maw alive. Which should be easier with the Lulu, but again, looks like TU's just going to take that dragon. Wayne doesn't really know about it. Excellent dodge there from the Kog'Maw, but still in a very tricky position here. Might be able to get some kills back here. The Xin Zhao value is huge, but this fight is slowly turning into not enough people for Wayne. Ooh, the Rylai's value there from the ASOL is huge. Rylai's slows on ability hits. Ornn going in pretty aggressively here. Malphite ult and Ornn ult traded. Ornn should be able to get this kill maybe. Nope. W not going to land. Malphite is just going to walk out. Both top laners just kind of hitting each other, not doing much about actually killing anybody. Oh, another catch out here. Oh, of course, the brand value is kind of huge here. All in here from the side of TU. Sorry, I dashed away from that. Another barrier usage here. They're looking to dive. Good double kill from the side of the brand. A kill on the other side, gotten by the COG, or gotten by I believe the Jarvan there onto the Kog'Maw. And classic 2-carry comp from both sides with a lot of tanks. So bit of a rage, almost a rage TP there. TPing back and immediately disregarding the wave and going for a kill. Kog'Maw just kind of a bit too far forward into this Nautilus. Lulu having to be invested here. Might be a dead. Flash having to be used for. Oh, but the Jarvan coming in just to kind of clutch that up. Unfortunate there for the side of Wayne. Jarvan just going to kind of, I almost bet, stick around bot side. All having to be used there from the Malphite just to get out, but a lot of good pressure there. Xin Zhao now getting the Sundered Sky online. Very far ahead of... this Kog'Maw bet is just dead again. Brand value is very big here, though. It's going to be a triple kill for the brand. The amount of damage and the knowledge just to use the blue buff to spread the brand passive around. The burn damage just very good in those long extended fights, especially when there isn't cooldowns up. As we see Wayne's jungler stealing more camps from across the side of the map, knowing that the enemy jungler is dead for a tiny bit longer. It is going to mean, again, Wayne just kind of allowing their Kog'Maw to die, but getting a lot of kills and other stuff on the back of it. A lot of kills and CS on the back of it. Again, just the presence of mind to know that you can just invade his top side. And the ASL just kind of allowing Brand to proc that 3 ability hits to cause that extra explosion damage. Means that although ASL being a scaling champ with the passive does mean that any trade is technically beneficial for the ASL. Aurelion Soul. I abbreviate because that's a long name. Long, very fancy and pretentious name for a very fancy and pretentious character. Now this next dragon is alive on the rift. So we'll see if Wayne wants to go for that. Of course, the Malphite down here might get spotted out here, but it's kind of... might be a 5v4 here for Wayne, or a 5v3. Wayne deciding to go for that tower on the top side. That is going to mean that's feats of warfare for Wayne. TP being invested really late here from this Malphite. Not quite sure what that's about. Might mean a dead Malphite. But again, just kind of just a cross-map decision there from Wayne. It is going to mean it is a Ocean Soul. Good for both teams, of course. Both teams loving the healing, loving the extra shielding. Wayne now, or TU trying to gank the Ornn here. Flash over the wall here. Xin Zhao coming in. Let's see who wins this. Ooh. Neither jungler are really going to find anything for purchase after the initial engage, as both top laners are dead. Both mid laners are dead. Didn't even see that happen. Again, barrier usage kind of confusing here from the Kai'Sa. Just trying to save health to not get dove, but there's no real dive threat on this side of the map. And you don't really dive with Kog'Maw Lulu. Of course, Wayne with just a tiny bit of a gold lead, 500 gold, not really anything to write home about. The phrase has kind of died out with the renaissance of the internet. You don't really write home anymore. Of course you can. The postage system still exists, but not utilized as much as I think it probably should be. Although it is utilized for shipping basically every Amazon package. So Wayne looking to maybe catch out this Malphite here. Auto's getting canceled. W being used. Q gonna go wide from this brand. No stun coming in. But gank on the other side of the map. This Kai'Sa fairly healthy. Not anything that's gonna be coming through. 4 people on this side. More gold into the pockets of both carries here for TU. Wayne going to decide to cross map on the other side for this Rift Herald. TU should know that they're on it, but I don't know if they can really contest. They might just try to go for this bot tier 1. Still fairly healthy, despite all of the kills that have been rendered onto this Kog'Maw. Staying in school, kids. It gives you more vocab words to use during league casting.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
You see that Rift Herald being used top side. Wayne looking to blast a hole into TU's top side. This Kog'Maw caught out. Getting a kill onto the Kai'Sa, but still 2 kills to 1. Not really the trade you want to be looking for here. Oh no, the Ornn pillar blocking it. Blocking the Rift Herald charge. Unfortunate. Flash having to be used there from the Malphite to avoid Ornn R2. Again, Wayne looking just to kind of demolish this top side. Good Malphite ult here from TU Nemo here. But a kill going over to the side of Wayne. Let's see if this Ornn can even get out. I doubt it's possible, but Wayne going into this, onto this Aurelion Soul. The Xin Zhao just kind of big. Brand coming over here. Flash having to be used here. Stun coming through. Brand ult being used here. Just a bit of an overextension there from Wayne. A staggered 3-person death spree there from Wayne. Means that this gold lead is going to swing in the favor of TU. 500 gold here. The backs are coming through. 2-item spike here for both TU's carries. Wayne still just a tiny bit off of that second item on the Kog'Maw. Tiny bit off. Yeah, I would say a tiny bit off. Kog'Maw's going to be getting some good CS here in a couple of minutes, so. But again, 2-item spikes here for the Xin Zhao and for the Brand. Wayne's comp with a bit more damage, but TU's with a bit more tankiness. Kind of a flip side of last game, where TU had a lot more damage, but not a lot of tankiness. So Ornn just crafting in a bush. We gotta see this humming. Wayne deciding to start up this Ocean Dragon. 4 people now from the TU side, all running down. Hook getting out on the Lulu. Huge engage here from the side of TU. Just being able to kill everybody there. Brand damage is insane, though, here. Across the board. Triple kill for the Xin Zhao, but an ace for TU there. Very messy fight. Insane engage from TU at the start of it, but then the brand damage just came in, and the Xin Zhao was able to clean up a couple of the kills, but just not enough people there to exist at that point. Unfortunate for Wayne. But very nice engage from TU. I think it was Jarvan flag or Nautilus hook into Jarvan flag and drag into Nautilus, all hitting basically everybody on Wayne that was there. Just resulting in so much layered CC that the Kaisa probably procced passive at least 3 times in the quick span. All that extra damage coming out and Wayne just not being able to tank through it. But again, I think Wayne does have an advantage here if they can teamfight properly. Just the amount of AoE damage that this brand deals and the amount of frontline that Wayne can exert if the Xin Zhao does get going, if the Ornn can just sit there and stay alive. But mixed damage comp from both teams means it is going to be very hard to get a ton done. And then TU very cognizant of the fact that Wayne did start Otacon just kind of at a random time when it spawned, or off spawn. So they do have 2 people down here. Four people now rotating down for TU. They might just do the exact same thing Wayne did and try to start this relatively soon, but we'll see. Nautilus getting a catch out here. Lots of stuff being invested onto that brand. Big ult here from Aurelion Sol. Big in the fact that it is the empowered version. But again, TU just not being afraid to kind of switch their comp out of front to back into a burst comp. Now starting off this Oh, it's a steal! Wayne stole Otacon! Oh! The jungler will give their life for it, but it is a steal onto the Otacon. Kind of still a scary game state here. 2,000 gold is the lead for TU. The Otacon kind of stabilizing that gold lead, making it almost an even game, but still very scary as you go later into the game. Especially Wayne, a team that likes to just win by throwing their wallets at the enemy. How do you even pronounce that name? Femert? PH? I don't know. Too many. You know, I'm not really. I shouldn't be one to say too many consonants in a row, but it does seem like too many consonants in a row. Just kind of a lull in the game. Not really any objectives up right now, so we'll see if Wayne can actually find a good 5v5. Their composition's really set up for those big team fights, but so far none have really been found. Just a couple of picks on side lanes and then a couple of really disastrous catch-outs here. Big brand damage. And the Xin Zhao is still alive. This is what I was talking about. Xin Zhao is such a tanky champ if given the ability just a free hit. A 3 for nothing there. TU trying to catch out Xin Zhao. Not the person you want to be hitting with Nautilus hooks. Given the fact that the character does just take a lot of damage and can heal through it. Wayne now with kind of a massive tempo advantage right now. Gonna maybe try to get an inhib here. ASO ult being used, the damage being stacked up here. But again, No! The flash having to be used from the Lulu, but still not being able to save the Xin Zhao there. Shielding not coming through just in time. Polymorph coming through. Turning into a seal in that skin. Don't know quite what Riot's trying to say by that, but... given the fact that usually when you polymorph someone as Lulu, that's the key for your entire team to start hitting them as much as possible. And seals historically have not been great receivers of that. But TU now picking up Ocean Soul, which is not great. Lots of stuff being thrown at this Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw is still alive for the time being. Kog'Maw gonna die, but it's under tower right now. Lots of damage being tanked here. Where's the Brand? Brand just now walking out of base. Wayne not really with a counter punch. Not with the Brand there. Just 5 people underneath that tower. The Ocean Soul just allowing them to tank up so much damage. Here, another hook going onto this Ornn, but Ornn's just so tanky here. Brand just now getting in here. This Nautilus providing so much value here for TU. Just being able to say, we're going to kill this person in particular here. Both junglers taking red buff. Very nice side-by-side parallel there. But again, Wayne just not really being able to find the good 5v5 fight that they want. Gold lead is even, but Soul versus Otacon is a fight that Wayne does not win right now. Especially when it is Ocean Soul. ASOL opting for a tankier build with the Bloodletter's Curse. I almost wonder if that's just to enable the Kai'Sa to do more damage as well as the damage from the mid laner here. Right. Okay, and Wayne just kind of not being able to find the fights that they want, really. And even then, they're still kind of winning some of these engagements. Of course, I almost expect TU to just use this Nautilus as a way to just bully this Kog'Maw into submission. Again, just another example of the power. What is this Brand? Brand is kind of in the middle of everyone here. This might even be more dive onto this Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw dead. TU just kind of being able to do that. Ornn coming in from Narnia, really. We're going to get 1 kill back, maybe 2 here. 2 kills back, maybe 3. Ace Aurelian tanking under tower. Tower just now going to die here, but both of TU's carries here still alive. Even more damage going through on these towers. The sustained damage here of this team is not to be rivaled with here. Wayne maybe going to be able to catch out this Jarvan, but the Aurelian just getting so much value across the top here. Now with a 3k gold lead. Wayne still with chances here, but they do need an actual team fight. A bit of a confusing build path here for the Brand. I don't know what the Storm Surge is about, but I guess we'll see. TU now just picking up this Baron. Baron and Soul. So close. The next objective up is this Elder buff. Is something that has been coin flipped a lot. Elder, the end all be all of objectives. So we'll see if Wayne is just looking to weather the storm till they get to that. This jungler for Wayne has been so good at stealing objectives in the games where the opportunities have presented themselves. So we'll see what happens here. Christ. And I have now been. I don't. Again, Wayne just really looking for one good team fight here. Their comp has not had that opportunity so far this game, but. Uh-oh. Brand getting caught out here. Orn kind of... Oh, so it does shatter.